everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host for today, Robert Parker. I've not been in the hosting seat for a little bit for Fandom, but I'm always excited to do it. With me today, hosting with me for the first time ever, we've never done a thing together. It's Andrew Barr. That way, Barr, how you doing today?
Doing all right, doing pretty good. Just got off of work, so there's a lot of energy flowing through me, and I can't wait to see the energy that is brought to the table from these two teams. I'm expecting that table to break by the end of this match.
100%. If we were in person, somebody would not be walking out of the room. We have two teams who are both 2-0, both teams who've shown a lot of promise in their first few matches, but now they're going to head-to-head, of course. It is the Knights of Ren, part of the First Order. That is Cody and Maggie managing the players of Brzakala and Nick Tuig. Both have done incredibly in the past. These guys are on a tear, but their opponents today have also been on a tear. We have Kaleb Koho and Cam managed by today Stanning and Thomas Scully. So how do you think the managers today are going to kind of interact, Cody versus Thomas?
I've never seen Thomas's managing style, so that'll definitely be a key factor in this game. However, Cody, we've seen how Cody manages his team, so maybe aggressively, very aggressively, yes. But maybe because of that, Cam and Koho have prepared for the style of combat that's coming.
Absolutely. So let's see what these two teams and their managers had to say right now. We'll throw it over to promos.
All right, so we did it. We're here. Knights of Ren. Oh boy. This is going to be a fun one. Tuig and Tim are both excellent competitors, and we definitely did not take this match lightly. So they are going to give us a hell of a fight, but we're gonna make sure we put up an equal one, and to do that, we have a Warhawk. So I think they're going to play great. We have to play just as good, if not better, to win. And we're going to just bring our A game. Cam?
Yeah. I could say a lot of things about Knights of Ren, but I think their reputation speaks for themselves. I think, there's a reason they're here. There's a reason that they've been sort of the favorite to go and try and get this next title. But we've beaten teams that were deemed stronger than us before, and we can do it again.
We'll see what happens. Scully?
Look, you guys know you are one of the best teams in this league. There's a whole lot of talent here on this team, and there's a crap ton of talent on the other side of this screen with Knights of Ren. They're two of the best in this league. But you know these guys. You know Tuig. You know Tim. You know how they're going to play. You know what Cody's going to say. You know what he's going to say in the promo. You know he's going to throw some words your way. Just don't listen to it. Don't buy into the hate. Don't feed off of his energy. Just play your game. Relax. Take a step back. You guys will be fine. I know you guys are going to make the Kingsmen proud. You guys have already made the Kingsmen proud.
Manners maketh man. We'll see you in the ring.
Let's do it.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Do what you did in the last two matches, and we'll be standing at the end of round 3. Let's go.
All right. Very interesting promos. Kaleb Koho and Scully and Cam obviously getting their words in. Knights of Ren, unusually quiet today, not having a lot to say. Perhaps they will do what they said and speak louder in the ring. We'll see how that goes. Bar, what'd you think of the promos before we start?
Those promos were such fire, I needed to put on sunglasses.
Very bright promos. All right, so round 1 in Fandom works like this. You get 10 questions from 10 predetermined Fandom categories. You have 15 seconds to write the answer down. At the end of those 15 seconds, you'll have to say it. If you get it correct, it's a point. Let's see, 10 questions. You get a perfect round. You get a bonus question, 3 repeats and challenge per team to use throughout the course of the match. And I don't think I skipped anything. So we'll say first, Ascendant, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And Knights of Ren?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, he says. All right, so I will kick us off with the first question. This one in the category of YA dystopia. What is the first name of Triss's brother, played by Ansel Elgort in the Divergent series?
If you were in one of those factions, which faction do you think you would be in?
Probably Erudite. I'm not proud of it. 5.
Fair enough, though.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Koho first.
He spells it wrong. Kaleb.
And Nick.
Kaleb! Sorry, that was me speaking louder in the ring.
Oh, there it is. Cam
Kaleb.
and Tim.
I think he spells it beautifully like a little boat, Kaleb.
Tie game.
Tie game. All right. Moving on to your next question in the category of scores and soundtracks. In Spider-Man 2, what song plays as Peter walks around happily after giving up being Spider-Man? Have you ever given up being Spider-Man?
Haven't had the pleasure.
You will one day. I believe in you.
Hopefully. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a good time. I hope this song plays as I do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're starting with Nick this time.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
And Cam.
I said get on up.
And Tim.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
And Koho.
Walking on sunshine.
Raindrops keep falling on my head is the correct answer. Ren takes a 4-2 lead with that question. All right, your next one is in the category of MCU. What position at Camartage does Wong have in Doctor Strange?
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say big lead on that last question. We'll see if they can retain it with this one.
Absolutely.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're starting with Cam.
Librarian.
And Tim.
I said bookkeeper, so same thing.
And Koho.
Librarian.
And Tuig.
Librarian.
I think we can accept all those answers. I'm going to say that everybody's correct. Everybody gets them points. 6-4.
All right. Your next category comes in the land of dinosaurs. It's Jurassic Park. Who plays Amanda Kirby in Jurassic Park 3?
What's your favorite dinosaur?
What's a Triceratops look like?
Good answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we are starting with Tim.
Tia Leone.
And Koho.
Tia Leone.
And Tuig.
Taya Leone.
And Cam.
Taya Leone.
Everybody is correct. Both Tim and Tuig stay perfect with that one. As we go into your next question, the category of Pixar. These are movies based on Pixar comics outside the PCEU. Your question. Which Pixar film has the following characters? Don, Art, Brock, and Chet.
I know Chet. He's not as cool as he thinks he is.
I see. So very Chet-like.
Yes, exactly.
5, 4,
Repeat the question.
3. All right, that is the first repeat for Knights of Ren. Your question. Which Pixar film has the following characters? Don, Art, Brock, and Chet. Is the first repeat.
Let me mark that
And
down
5,
before I completely
4,
forget.
3. Same. 2, 1. Pens down. We're back at the start with Kaleb.
Monsters University.
And Tuig.
Monsters University.
And Cam.
Monsters University.
And Tim.
Monsters University.
That is correct. The repeat helped. Both Tim and Nick stay perfect, but Ascendant right on their heels.
That's right. Your next category is going to come in quotes. What DC character said, "Maybe it's time we all let it have its day"? Have you ever tried to outsmart the truth?
Is there any way?
More than one occasion.
technically
Yeah,
repeat
you broke
that?
up a little bit. We're going to have you repeat that one.
Oh, sure, absolutely. The category of quotes. What DC character said, "Maybe it's time we all stopped trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day"? Was I clearer on that one?
Yes, that was much better. Thank you.
Excellent.
It wasn't your fault the first time. You read it beautifully. It was the router was after you.
I couldn't
I
tell if
used
it,
my
like, cut out
Shakespeare.
or if it like was missing a big
3,
chunk of the quote.
2, 1. Pens down. Back to Nick.
Alfred Pennyworth.
And Cam.
I said Bane.
And Tim.
Alfred Pennyworth.
And Koho.
Alfred.
It is Alfred. Ren widening that gap. Your next one. 1 second, my computer did a thing. Next one's in the category of Wizarding World. What does Lupin give Harry after he resigns at the end of Prisoner of Azkaban?
I know a lot about computers doing a thing, so
Computers do things, don't they? Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
sometimes very well, sometimes very poorly. Absolutely.
100%. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Coming to Cam first.
I said a photo.
And Tim.
The Marauders map.
And Caleb.
I said photo.
And Tuik.
The Marauders map.
The Marauders map is correct. 14-9. I have to go into your next question.
Right. Your next question comes in Wizarding World. I'm sorry, Disney live action. We just did.
There we are.
Marauders map.
What Disney live action film features a cast including Jackie Chan, Steve Coogan, Jim Broadbent, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rob Schneider, and Kathy Bates? That is
What a
quite-
cast.
I was about to say that is quite the murderer's row of casts.
There's like even more too. This is a big cast.
I can think of two more.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we're coming to Cam first. No, Tim
Around the
first.
world in 80
that
days.
works. And Tim.
Yeah, that's right. I put the pacifier.
And Koho.
Around the world in 80 days.
And Nick.
Nothing.
All right. That was a big question for Ascendant, cutting into that lead and also stopping both Knights of Ren players from getting that perfect round. Big question there.
Mhm.
Your penultimate question's in the category of Planet of the Apes. In War for the Planet of the Apes, what do humans call the gorillas that they use to carry weapons and supplies?
Have you
Don't think
ever?
this-
Go ahead.
No, please.
No, I was going to say something stupid, as per usual. So
No worries. I was just going to say the last question was a big one for Ascendant.
it sure
5,
was.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim
Donkeys.
and Koho
Donkeys.
and Nick
In the morning, they're making waffles. Donkeys.
and Cam.
Donkeys.
That is correct.
All right, and your ultimate question comes in Star Trek. Ah! Who plays Bones in the original series? Original series or the Next Generation?
As far as movies go, original series, I think.
I'd probably agree with you on that one.
As much as I like First Contact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and Koho.
DeForest Kelly.
And Nick
Damn, around the world in 80 days, DeForest Kelly.
and Cam
Thank you. Around the world in 80 days. DeForest Kelly.
and Tim.
DeForest Kelly.
All clean sweep. And we have huge scores at the end of round one.
We
We
sure
have
do.
Knights of Ren with 18 points. Both of them only missing the round the world question versus Ascendant's 15, which is still a hell of a lot of points at
Sure
the
is.
end of round one. So we have a 3-point game going into round two, which is going to work like this. I'm going to bring up a wheel. The team in the lead, in this case Knights of Ren, will get the choice to spin first or second. Whichever team is up is going to spin the wheel. If they don't like the category they landed on the first time, they will get the option to respin. But if they do that, then they have to stick with the second option. Excuse me, sorry. Somebody talking to my ear. They have to stick with the second option. The first one's not to their liking. Then you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can check the multiple choice, but that devalues the question to be on for 1 point, and there is stealing in this round. All right, we are back. The categories, in case you missed them, one more time. We have Marvel, Star Trek, Disney Live Action, Fandom Oscars, YA Dystopia, DC, Middle-earth, and DreamWorks. So based off of those categories, Knights of Ren, since you are in the lead, I'm going to bring in your manager here and figure out if you would like to go first or second.
No, we'll go second.
Okay. My turn. I'm going to defer. So I'm going to bring in Scully and then share the wheel for Ascendant's spin. All right, Ascendant, your first spin is in. And it lands on Disney live action. Would you like to stick with that or spin again?
Keep it.
All right, they're going to keep that category. So I will ask those questions. And just for the people watching, we are obviously using separate Skype calls for the teams to confer so they can't hear each other, in case you're wondering why there's talking and hands over mouths. That's why. So Ascendant has, don't stop touching your face, everybody. Come on. So no, okay. So Ascendant, I'm going to read your questions in the category of Disney live action here. Keep in mind for this category, even though of course we are muting in StreamYard and on in Skype, you do still only have that same count. The count is the same, and I need to hear the answer. So make sure one person is able to unmute and answer in time, because there is precedent that we have to be specific about that. And we do need final answer as well. Or actually, I don't think we need final answer since there's only one person answering the question. I guess we need final answer anyways. It doesn't matter. We'll find out. So Disney live action. Here we go. Your first question. What MCU actor plays the Grand Duke in 2015's Cinderella? In 5.
Multiple
4.
choice, please.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, Paul Bettany, B, Tom Hiddleston, C, Stellan Skarsgård, or D, Jude Law.
Paul Bettany, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Paul Bettany, B, Tom Hiddleston, C, Stellan Skarsgård, or D, Jude Law.
The answer is Stellan Skarsgård. Final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. All right. Your second question to Ascendant in this category of Disney live action. What is the name of the ship Nemo commands in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
The Nautilus, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What was the second Herbie film?
Herbie Rides Again, final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. And they take the lead with that. All right. Your next question. What Muppet plays Scrooge's first employer in Muppet Christmas Carol? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your options are A, Gonzo, B, Sam Eagle, C, Swedish Chef, or D, Fozzie. Oh, yeah, it is.
Gonzo, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Gonzo, B, Sam Eagle, C, Swedish Chef, or D, Fozzie.
The answer is Fozzie Bear. Final answer.
That is correct for another 1-point steal. All right, and your final question to Ascendant. In Saving Mr. Banks, what specific color does Travers not want in Mary Poppins? I didn't hear an answer there. Did you mute?
Red, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. So at the end of Ascendant's round, they got 3 questions right, each for 2 points. That's 6 points. It is 21 to 20 because of Ren's steals. So now I'll bring the wheel back up and we'll go to Ren's spin. All right. So we are here now with Knights of Ren's spin. Your first spin is in. And it lands on YA Dystopia.
Okay, we're gonna take that.
All right, so Cody's going to come back out, and Bar will ask you your questions, Knights of Ren, in the category of YA Dystopia.
Okay, your first question in YA Dystopia. What special twist is on the reaping for the quarter quell in Catching Fire?
They reap from the pool of existing victors. Final answer.
That is
That
correct.
is correct. 2 points.
Just wait till Bart gives like a nod or something. Yeah, just make sure to tell me.
Who plays Jansen, the man who runs the facility at the start of Scorch Trials?
Aiden Gillen, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Another 2 points.
Oops. All right, your next question. In Insurgent, a mind control device is used to make a woman commit suicide. How specifically does she die?
She walks off a ledge. She falls down. Final answer.
Correct.
That is correct
for 2
for 2
points.
points. Your next question in YA Dystopia. What is the last name of the president of the rebels in the Mockingjay movies?
Coin, final answer.
That is correct.
Correct for another 2 points.
And finally, how often does a newbie enter the glade in Maze Runner?
Once a month, final answer.
For the clean sweep.
Another 2 points. That is correct. All right. So at the end of round 1, I have Knights of Ren at 30 to Ascendant's 21, a 9-point game. But of course, anything can happen as we go into the third round, which works like this. There are 5 categories in this round. Once you hear the first category, you have to select which player from your team will be answering this question via a whiteboard. And I need to take this out while I'm explaining the rules. You have 5 categories. Once you hear the first category, you have to choose which of your players will be answering. You have to also choose between 0 and 2 points how many you would like to bet. If you get the question right, you get those number of points that you bet. If you get it wrong, you lose the number of points that you bet. The second category then has to be answered by the other player. You then pick again for the third, and the opposite has to do for the fourth. And then you can confer on the 5th question. Each team will get a different question for the same category. Again, betting all the way through. The game ends when somebody is mathematically eliminated. So we will now go to your first category, and I don't think I need to bring the managers in because they can hear you on Skype call, but your first category is going to be in James Bond. So with your managers, debate who should be answering the question and how many you would like to bet. We're going to come back in. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so am I correct with the boards that Tim and Koho will be taking this one?
Yes.
All right, and how many would you each like to bet?
2.
2, and Tim?
0.
Okay. Here we go. Your question in James Bond. Which Bond film features Gemma Arterton playing intelligence agent Strawberry Fields? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Question first from Tim. Did you have it?
Quantum of Solace.
And Koho?
No.
All right, Quantum of Solace is the correct answer. So Ascendant is going to lose 2 points there, go down to 19. Knights of Ren, because they didn't bet 0, even though they got it right, they're going to stay where they are at 30. There is mathematically still a game, so we're going to go to the next question, which will be asked to Tuig and Cam. This one is in the category of Wizarding World. So, Cam, how would you like to bet in Wizarding World?
2 points.
And Tuig.
0 to my dismay.
Coward.
Okay. Bar, you have the question.
All right. In the category of Wizarding World, what magical competition does Hogwarts host in Goblet of Fire?
Y'all could have had the points record, but y'all bet 0.
You didn't let Robert bet the entire Scully.
I would have bet all
This-
We let Robert fucking, bet 0 the
Listen,
entire
listen.
time of
5.
Game of Thrones.
Like, we're still not gonna win, but we have this to hold.
1. Pens down, please. Tuig, what'd you have for 0 points?
I Wizard tournament. I bet 30 points.
You bet 0. And Ascendant?
The Tri-Wizard tournament, but it has 4 people.
All right, so Ascendant's going to bring their score up to 21 with 3 questions left. That is a 12 points from possible. So there is still a game we do have to keep playing.
Cool.
Cody's freaking out down to the bottom. Your next question is going to come from the category of DC. Who would you like to take it?
Nick, take it.
Sure. 4 points. Here we go.
Bet 0.
And how much would you like to bet? In DC, I have Koho and Tuig taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koho, how many you betting?
2.
And Tuig?
I have a 0 on Wizarding World. No way in hell I'm doing anything on DC.
All right. Your question in
fucking
DC. Who is appointed as the new police commissioner in Jim Gordon's place in the Lego Batman movie?
I definitely started writing down the answer to the Dark Knight Rises.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho, what'd you have?
Barbara Gordon.
And Tuig.
Barbara Gordon, and then I wrote where she went to school.
Harvard for
police.
That is correct. Ascendant's going to bring their score up to 23 to 30. 2 questions left, and 8 point swing still possible. So we're going to keep going. And your next question, which will be asked to Tim and Cam in the category of MCU.
All right.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
No, dude, don't do it. I don't want you to.
I know Cody's pissed.
Not to,
but,
I'm saying you could bet 1 and just get the points. Because at this point, get the points record. I want you to have the points record.
Score?
It's 30 to 28. You bet 1, you hit.
30 to 23, bud. 30 to 23.
23. Fuck.
What's the points record?
30.
5.
30.
No,
4,
I'm not doing it.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down. How many are you betting? Tim.
0.
And Cam.
Betting 2, obviously.
All right, Bar will have your MCU question.
Okay. In the category of MCU, what are both of Tony's parents' names in the MCU?
This has been fun.
I think I might get this wrong.
Now, I believe now the game is over.
I think I might get it wrong, to be completely honest.
That's okay.
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
No.
1. Pens down. Tim, what'd you have?
I think it's funny how Scully's talking about not wanting records in backstage. Howard and Maria?
And Cam.
Howard and Maria. Good game, guys.
That is correct. And officially your winners, Knights of Ren. All right, that was a fun time. A final score of 30-25 went down to one of the last questions. This was a really fun game. I mean, yeah, all these players showed why they're great Fandom players. Round 2, Ascendant gave up a couple steals to think hurt him in the long run. But Tim and Nick, down in as ever, we'll hop into post-match interviews first with Ascendant. Ascendant, Koho, Cam, Scully. How you feeling?
You can't be mad. They played lights out. I legitimately just wanted them to have the points record. So if you bet 1, you wouldn't have lost. You wouldn't have lost the game, period. We couldn't have caught up if you bet 1, but you'd have had the points record. That's why I said bet 1. Because I hate the fact that 2 people that are awful and then Jake and Rizzy have the title or the record. So that's why I was like, at this point, just get the record. But we lost to our friends, really. So, like,
yeah.
At the end of the day,
they each missed one question.
Yeah, there's 2 questions missed this entire game. So
yeah, and that's like we would have had to play perfect to be able to get there, and we did our best. And at the end of the day, that last round was fun based on pure nihilism, and I think that's going to be the defining moment of this match.
100%. This was fun.
Yeah, no, this was fun. We're going to come back and we're going to keep going. We're the only team that didn't get KO'd by Knights of Ren.
We achieved the bare minimum of what we wanted. Don't get KO'd.
Yeah.
And that's literally all we wanted to do today, and that's what we did. So
yeah, look, you can't be mad at what Ko and Cam did. They turned in a really good performance. Round 2 could have been a little bit better, but yeah, that's something that we all can work on. But, you know, Tim and Tuig, they played great. They played lights out. They had 30 points going into round 3, so they really didn't need to bet anything. Even though records-wise, it would have been nice to see them get the record because they clearly deserve it. But yeah, I'm so proud of my guys here. So yeah, nothing much left to say.
All right. So humble in defeat as ever, but now we'll go over to the winners of today's match, Nick and Tim, the Knights of Ren. How you guys doing?
Should Maggie come in? She says no. Never mind.
Be honest with you, I was in a pleasant mood, and then we had to sit through a mind-numbing thing to make the score look a lot closer than it actually fucking was. I'm sorry. I think if you're up by 11 points, let's call it a game. Be done. Good. Because we're not betting anything. But other than that, we played an amazing game. We played lights out. There was no questions that we missed that really mattered at the end of the day. Going back in time, if you say, hey, Cody, what Disney live action film do you think your guys need to study? I'm not giving them Around the World in 80 Days, and if I am, I'm not doing the remake. So I'm satisfied with missing that question. Everything else, we took YA, and I think most teams would be like, wow, they're going to really take YA, and we literally swept YA. And Tuig did an amazing job in that round also, like as a core geek player to come into Fandom this season with a mission and a goal, and has adapted and did an amazing job. Cole and Kim did fine. They did fine. The score doesn't reflect how dominant this team honestly was, because at the end of the day, we're not going to bet anything. But I'm excited I wish we had the points record. That's why I would have bet 2 on the Wizarding World. Just put it away. Let's have some fun, because clearly we had to answer questions anyways. So, no, I'm excited for what holds. But listen, records, stats, KOs are all nice, but there's a belt that was mine and Tim's, and we want it back. And we didn't have a choice in giving that up. Robert got to the Throwdown, so he earned that spot. But we still want our belt here, and Scully and them can hold it for all they want. We're going to go celebrate and watch Mallrats and Captain Marvel. So let's go.
Yeah. I just want to say, you guys think every time we play a match, first match, we get Bond. We sweep it. Second match, we get Star Wars. we sweep it. This match, we get YA, we sweep it. All the categories that people think, oh, Tim and Nick, they're not going to be great at this one. Disney live action, perfect in steals. Stop undervaluing the fact that we're just core geek players. We are not core geek players. Kaleb Boatman sitting back there watching his Disney animated movies about dolphins and Alice in Wonderland and bullshit. Well, we're fucking coming for him. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Kingsmen, you guys are nice and everything, but we're taking them belts. It's happening.
The amount of brooms in my closet from all the sweeping we've done is just ridiculous. So whoever's next, look out. And whoever's next after that, I think we all know who that is, should be a little scared right now.
Bar has a question.
Yeah, I have a
Go for it,
question.
Bart. Yeah.
Considering that the speech that Tim just gave us, what category are you hoping to land on next?
Any of them?
I hope Ghibli reappears or Kaiju, and we can just murder that one out of the park too.
Give me
It's just funny.
Kaiju again.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody puts strengths on there, like blah blah blah. Like we just sit in the back and be like, well, let's hope we don't miss it. No, we start studying it. So we don't really care what we hit. We'd like to hit a strength once. Like that would be really fun. Like if we get to like MCU or Wizarding World, like watch out. And guess what? We didn't have the wheel revealed to us before this match also. And we didn't need it. So have a good one. Whoever's next, I don't know your name. I'm sorry I stole your partner. You're going down. And then the next one, Mischief Managed. Maybe teach your manager what Harry Potter movies are.
All right. So Knights of Ren definitely very confident, as they should be. One of the highest scores in 2 rounds in Fandom we've ever seen. Bar, overall, final thoughts on the match?
Overall, I think this was actually a really good match. I think Ascendant showed the kind of team that they are. Unfortunately, they just kind of went up against Knights of Ren, who had one of the best games, one of the best showings that we've seen in this league. So it was just a bad day for them. But Knights of Ren proving themselves to be a very scary team.
Yeah, absolutely. Ascendant played really well. 15 points in round 1 is like really, really great. That'll get you to a spot where you're going to be able to win almost every single match. Unfortunately, they just went up against Tim and Tua, who both went near perfect this entire game. So hats off to all 4 competitors, all the managers. Thank you for hosting with me. This was a lot of fun. So from everybody here at Multiplex Entertainment, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time on Fandom Fights.